Welcome. Thank you for joining the program. Thank you for connecting to our program. We appreciate you. We welcome you wherever you are joining from. We say, may Chukwu Okike Abia protect you. Thank you for joining. And I say happy Sunday to every one of you that have joined. Happy Sunday. You are highly welcome.
We are Biafra, nothing more, nothing less. You are welcome. There is a land that is full of natural resources. We can divide it as doing colonization. We are generous and industrious. Natural education and development. Mentally, we can take our to war. Manuga kelele, mama, papa, can you say it French? Anywhere you from, around the world, Manuga kelele, come and see who we are. Manuga kelele, you can go on. Manuga kelele, you are welcome. Welcome to Biafra. It's about you all. You are welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for joining. Happy Sunday. You're welcome.
Anywhere you come, my come and see who we are.
Good morning, you're welcome. Thank you for joining wherever you are joining from. I appreciate you. Share the video, share the broadcast, invite friends, invite others to join us. Invite others to join us. Invite family and friends to join. Join us, share, 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 share. Share the brokers, share the brokers, share the brokers, share the brokers. Please kindly like and share. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is around you, anyone that you can be able to reach. Please kindly like and share. Like and share so that we can get to the end of this very broadcast.
What you promise not to come to pass, that heaven and earth is expecting. You open your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh. Who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your majesty. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our commission. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide shelter to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore those where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is exclusion. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The ethics and the DPOs, the Inson, the security, Isobos, and also those of them from Isobo. We are traveling all the way to the lands of the Ghana. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Ikebe, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto you. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets and tell you, by the time that we are gone, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra. That your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray. All things we ask for in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I have been so he
say, welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining wherever you are joining from. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone that has joined. Welcome, 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 welcome. You are all welcome. Thank you for joining the program. Thank you for connecting. Wherever you are connecting us from, we appreciate you and we welcome you. We say, may Chukwu continue to guide and protect every one of us. We appreciate everyone that has connected to this very program. Today is Sunday. We say happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. I say happy Sunday to every one of you that is listening to this very broadcast. Happy Sunday. I wish you a very beautiful Sunday. It is a day that our brothers who are Christians go to the church to worship. So many places who are worshiping on different places in all parts of the world. Depending on your own time, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. Where I am today, I have gone out to church already to worship as a Christian. You know I'm a Christian. I am a Christian, and my Christianity does not stop me from being a Biafran. It is nothing longer with the Biafranness. Nothing can stop my Biafranness, and it is Biafra first. And mind you, Biafra is my religion. I might worship as a Christian, but Biafra is my religion. So today being Sunday, I have gone to church already to worship in the church as a Christian. I pray to Chukwu Okokabia on behalf of Biafra. I have gone and do the duty I have to do in the church. But here am I today, speaking the gospel and preaching the gospel of Biafra. This is the main worship that is concerned. I am much more concerned about this worship that I'm doing now. This very worship I'm doing now is the worship and the sermon that we must preach every blessed day of our life. We must continue to preach this sermon, the sermon of Biafra. It is a sermon that we cannot run away from. It is a sermon that nobody can tell us otherwise. That is why I am here. On a Sunday, after going to worship at the church, I am here to worship as a Biafran. I have said it on several occasions that my Biafranness is not in loggerhead with my Christianity. And my Christianity does not stop me from being a Biafran. It doesn't stop me from being a Biafra. I am a Biafra, and Biafra is my religion. I might worship as a Christian, but Biafra is my religion. That is why I don't joke with it. I preach Biafra every day, every minute, every hour. After going to church to worship, here am I today. I am worshiping now as a Biafra. And I appreciate everyone that has connected and joined us, those who are available and those who will join later or those who will watch later. I say, may Chukwu Okikabiyama continue to guide and protect every one of you that is going to watch now and those that are going to watch in time to come. I welcome everyone that has connected. Wherever you have connected from, you are special, and my respect goes to you. I appreciate you. Remember, in this very platform, this is a platform that is standing for the Biafra Republic of Exile, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Samarefa, under the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is where we stand. In this very platform, we don't preach violence. We don't attack people. We don't do saga in this platform. We don't come here to talk about irrelevant issues. What we do in this platform is to encourage Biafrans, to sensitize Biafrans, to wake up the consciousness of Biafrans, to know that which is right, to remind Biafrans that it is their right to pursue self-determination. Those rights that are there that they must not gamble with, the right to self-determination, the right to self-defense, and the right to life. These are the rights we are here to remind Biafrans to hold on to and never allow anybody to take it away from them. We will continue to do that until we get into Biafra. That we have come to do. In this very program, each time I come on this program, it is always an interactive section. That is why you see a link up there. You can use that link to come out and make your point. You can use that link to come in and ask your question. Today being Sunday that the Christians go to worship, you can use that link to come in and pray for Biafrans. You can come in and pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can come in and pray for our Prime Minister. You can come in and pray for the members of the cabinet. You can come in and pray for the ESN, for the Liberation Army. You can use that link today being Sunday. Some of us who are still at home, who could not be able to go to church or you have not gone yet, you can say your prayer in this very platform today. We can worship together. We can worship together and appreciate everyone who is working for Biafra. That is our duty, and we must continue to do that. You can use that very link to come in and ask your question, make your contribution, make your observations, whatever you want to say, whether you are a Biafran or not a Biafran, whether you are a Christian or not a Christian, whether you are a Hindu, whether you are a traditionalist, whether you are a Muslim, whatever religion you are, feel free. If you have anything to say to us, click that link, come in and say it. Most importantly, today being Sunday, you can use this opportunity to come in and pray for our freedom. That very link you see there is for you to make use of. The platform belongs to you. I am just a moderator telling you what you have to do. The only thing you can do for us is that whenever you come on the platform to speak, make sure you keep your words civil. Do not use vulgar words. Make sure that your words are civil. Do not use vulgar words. As long as you are civil, we are going to allow you for you to do whatever you want to do and say what you want to say for as long as you want to say. Please, as you join, click like and share. Liking the program is important. It's one of the most important things you will do each time you come to this program. You click like, because when you click like, you are equally inviting someone else. Each time you press that thumbs up, you give thumbs up to the video. Each time you share, it is a sign for others to come. It will help to trigger invitation for others. That is why I always beg you, when you join this platform, click like the video. It is very, very important. Like and share. Please, if you have not liked, if you have not shared, try to do so. Invite at least one person. Very, very important. So I appreciate everyone that is here. We are going to have a quick one. As much time as we have, we will make use of to be able to say what we have to say. Today, I used the topic which said exclusive Sunday sermon on Biafra. On Biafra restoration. Biafra is our religion. Yes. Biafra is our religion. Biafra is our religion. Mazen Nande cannot have said it several times, but some of us do not understand what it means when you say Biafra is our religion. Biafra is where our hope lies. Biafra is where our faith hides. Biafra is where we hope that someday we are going to have relief. We are going to have security. We are going to have good economy. We are going to have protection. We are going to have health care. We are going to have everything we require in life. We are going to have housing. We are going to have good roads. We will not have any need to complain about terrorism anymore. We will not have any reason to fear that the police is going to harass us or army is going to harass us. Biafra is our hope and our religion. And you must protect Biafra the same way you protect your religion. So many of us that are here, when they mention things that have to do with your religion, you protect it, you fight for it, you say, you try to explain. You can take hours and you can even take a whole day to explain about your religion, to make people understand your religion. It doesn't matter which religion you are. That same way, that same heart and love you have for your religion, that is the same love you are supposed to have for your nation, Biafra. That is the same love as well, because Biafra is your faith. It is your hope. It is not just only you. That is the only place where we lie our strength. That is the only place where we are hoping that someday, that things are going to be better. In this restoration of Biafra, it is an assignment that Chukwu Okike himself have placed in our hand. The project of Biafra is not the project of man. It's not the project of Mazen Nandekano. It is not the project of our Prime Minister, Mazen Simon Ekpa. It is not my project. It is not your project. It is the project of Chukwu Okike. Only him and him alone has the project on how to establish the kingdom of God on the planet Earth through Biafra. A place where people will worship him in truth and in spirit. I bet you that when Biafra comes, every one of us know that Biafrans are people that love God. Biafrans, they love God to a fault. That is why sometimes they are being scammed. They are being duped with the name of God. Because of the love Biafrans have with God, Biafrans don't want to get in trouble with anything that has to do with God. Once you are doing anything and you mention God, Biafrans will surrender with it for you. They will surrender. It does not matter how unreal that thing is. It does not matter how fake it is. Once you mention God in anything you are doing, Biafrans will surrender. It is not because they are foolish. It is not because they are stupid. It is because they have a genuine love for God. They have a genuine love for Chukwu Okike Abiama. You don't need to preach Chukwu Okike Abiama to a Biafran. A true Biafran that has the blood of Biafra flowing in his vein, you don't need to preach Chukwu Okike Abiama to him. From the moment a Biafran comes down from his mother's womb, he understands that it is Chukwu Okike Abiama that made him alive. That is why in the name that we answer as Biafrans, you will see the glorification of Chukwu Okike Abiama in almost all our names. In almost all our names glorify Chukwu Okike Abiama. To remind us on daily basis, each time somebody calls your name or mention your name, you know that you have that responsibility to live a right life that is light, a life that is right before Chukwu Okike Abiama. The names we answer reminds us of whom we are and whom we are supposed to be. That is how close we are with Chukwu Okike Abiama. You will hear names like Chukwu Emeka, You will hear them like Chukwuma. You will hear them like Ikechukwu. All these names you hear are a reminder. Chukwujeku are to remind you that yes, Chukwu Okike Abiama has the final say in your life. If you are not bearing the name, your brother is bearing it. If you're not bearing it, your mother, your father, some of us have it and our surnames. So there is a reminder of Chukwu Okike Abiama in the life of every single Biafran. Not only Igbo Biafran, other Biafran tribes also, they still have that same, the glorification of Chukwu Okike Abiama in their name. The names they bear is a reminder of the grace and the closeness they are supposed to be with Chukwu Okike Abiama. That is why a Biafran, when you see Biafrans, some people, they complain, Biafrans are foolish, they rush to church, they do this, Biafrans are foolish, they rush to mosque, they are this, it is because of the respect. It is not foolishness. It is not just foolishness. It is the way we are being created. It is where we are being made because we recognize, we have reverence for Chukwu Okike Abiama. And we do not want anybody to put us in loggerheads with Chukwu Okike Abiama. That is why most of the time, when you mention Chukwu Okike Abiama in anything you are doing, Biafrans will hands off for you. It is left for you and Chukwu Okike Abiama. Only him can judge you. But in that same vein, that is why we are here to call your attention that time has come. The world have changed. The world have changed. Now, human being, the Bible says the heart of men are evil. The heart of men are evil. In your reverence, in your fear, in your respect to Chukwu Okike Abiama, you must be very, very careful. And know, if the person that is talking to you is talking about the real Chukwu Okike Abiama that you know, find out if that person that is preaching to you have another God. Find out if that person you are respecting because of Chukwu Okike Abiama, that person that is duping you because of Chukwu Okike Abiama, that person you are listening to because of Chukwu Okike Abiama, find out if that person truly is mentioning that Chukwu Okike. Is it that same Chukwu Okike that you know that person is calling? Time has come when Biafrans have to be thinking deep. That is why in the Bible says, test every spirit. The Bible itself gave us the opportunity and power to test every spirit before you believe. I didn't write it. That is why you don't just follow. I know that we have so much reverence for Chukwu Okike Abiama. Genuine one. I'm not talking about genuine reverence. That is why most of us have been deceived. We love Chukwu Okike Abiama to a fault that we don't even care to verify and find out if this thing they are talking about is true or not. But remember, that same religion where you are, I'm talking about Christianity now. Christianity tells you to test every spirit. The Bible gives you the authority to test every spirit. So you don't just believe people because they have the title pastor. You don't just believe people because they have the title general overseer. You don't believe people because they have the title prophet. You don't just believe people because of the title they have. You don't just believe people because you see them calling Chukwu Okike Abiama, Chukwu Okike Abiama. Try to test that spirit and find out which Chukwu Okike are they talking about. Which God of creation are they calling? Because in the present day that we are, people have different gods that they believe in and worship. People have different definitions for their God. Even though they try to use that Chukwu Okike, find out which Chukwu, is it that same Chukwu Okike? The Chukwu Okike who has promised us of our freedom. Is it that same Chukwu Okike who we reference in our names, in our daily activity? Is that the one they are talking about? You must try to find out before you begin to believe people. We must begin to look deep. The issue has become so troubled that I'm not blaming my Biafran brothers. I am not blaming my Biafran sisters. I know that we have so much reverence and respect for Chukwu Okike Abiama, and that is why most of us fall victim. That is why we fall victim. It is not our problem. It is not fault. It's not as if we don't know we are stupid. We are not being stupid. We are just reverencing Chukwu Okike Abiama, making sure that we don't get in loggerheads with Chukwu Okike Abiama. That is why you see people fall victim. But at this time, the way things are, I want to remind you that the Bible tells you that you must test every spirit before you believe. You must test. Don't just believe because somebody is carrying a title. Don't just believe because somebody is in a church talking to you. Don't just believe because somebody is in a mosque talking to you. Do not just believe because somebody is in a shrine talking to you. No. Find out which Chukwu is that person speaking about. And that is why you come on the area that says, by their fruit, we shall know them. By their fruit. That is a typical example of how you can know who is standing on the right path. By their fruit. What kind of fruit are they bearing? What kind of words is coming to their mouth? What are they supporting? What kind of views do they have? In a critical time when people need their attention, what is their view? In a confusing time when people need to speak out, in a confusing and a controversial issues, what is their view? Do they align to the will of Chukwu Okike, or they align according to their own personal will? Do they align according to their own personal thought, personal desire, or they align according to the will of Chukwu Okike? That is how you identify those who are truly serving Chukwu Okike. You and I know there is no way somebody will be supporting a criminal, a murderer, somebody who supports a murderer openly and tell you that he is standing with Chukwu Okike. It is a lie. It is either he's confused, he's drunk, or something is wrong with him. You might be very, very okay in the past. You might be very perfect in the past. You might be a reverend. You might be so strong and very adored prophet in the past. But the moment you deviate, and begin to speak heresy, we can no longer trust you. We can no longer trust you. And I urge my Biafra brothers and sisters that we must test every spirit. How do we test? Who they are supporting, who they are speaking for, what is their character, where are they coming from, what are they doing on the background. Forget about the things you see on the shallow. Forget about the things they show you on videos and audios. Forget about the things they do in the open. What about on critical issues that has to do with life? What do they do? And I want to tell you, no matter how good you think you are, you have to be aware so that you don't fall. And the grace can depart from anybody at any time. You might be an adored man of God today. You might be an adored child of God today. You might be speaking so eloquent and good, doing everything right. The devil will continue to fight you until the day you are going to step out of line. And when you step out of line, we are going to identify you and we will move away from you. That is why I urge every Biafran that is watching this program, be prepared to test every spirit. We are in a time when we are going home. There is no way somebody will wake up and support a murderer in broad daylight, and you tell me that the person is speaking the mind of God. You are not speaking the mind of God. You are only speaking your own mind. Your own selfish and personal interest is what you are trying to protect. And let me tell you, the flesh is so powerful. This flesh you see is so powerful. No matter how strong you think you are, a time will come when the desire of the flesh will overtake you. A time will come when, as long as you are wearing this, except you're not wearing this flesh. Except you are not wearing this flesh. And I give you example of Jesus Christ, whom we regard to as Messiah for the Christians. Jesus Christ, who came to the world, and his assignment was to die for your sin and my sin. His assignment was to be crucified. He knows before he came. But at a particular point in time, when the flesh took over him, he began to feel the pain. He began to feel as if he has to run away from that responsibility. And he began to pray and say, Father, if it is possible, take away this cup from me. Even when he knows that it is because of this cup that he came. He knows very well that he came with it, and there is no way this cup can be taken away from him. There is no way. So why did he open his mouth and pray that that same cup, of which because he was brought into the earth to die for, he wanted to be taken, and he knows that if he did not pass through that cup, if he did not drink that cup, his coming on earth has been defeated. And yet he prayed and said, Father, if it is possible, take away this cup from me. That was flesh speaking. If the flesh can speak in him, how much more you, another human being? If the flesh can speak in the life of Christ himself at a time, how much more you, a human being? How do you think that the flesh cannot speak? Now, do you see why we must test every spirit? It does not matter how holy you think your general overseer is. It does not matter how holy you think your pastor is. The flesh can catch him. A time will come when he will begin to speak according to the flesh. That is why you must test every spirit. There's no way holy, how holy you can be, and you wake up and begin to support a murderer and you tell me you're holy. You are not. Maybe you were, but you are no longer. You lost it. And the earlier you come back online, the better for you. Whoever you are, it does not matter the title they call you, either prophet, either general overseer, either pastor, whatever title they give you doesn't matter. As long as you wake up on broad daylight and begin to support evil, that even a blind man know that this person is evil. The evil of that person is so pronounced that a deaf and dumb knows. And you wake up and you're supporting that person. And you're telling me you're holy? You are not. You are not. Something must have gone wrong. The flesh has got over you. And the earlier you take a back seat and return back, the better for you. If you don't, your end is going to be very, very disastrous. And your shame will be worse than anyone that has happened in the past. My beloved brothers and sisters, fellow Biafrans, we must test every spirit. Gone are the days when we just wake up and listen to people. I have said it before that I know, and I know that I know. Our people, the Biafran people, love Chukwu to a fault. This is a truth I cannot deny. So I don't blame my people. You know, some people when they come, they say we are stupid. Why do you say you are a Christian? You are worshiping this idol. You are worshiping this. You are something that somebody gave you. This one say, why are you in a shrine? Why are you worshiping traditionally? You are worshiping traditionally for what? This one say, why are you doing this? Every single worship a Biafran indulging, they are indulging in it because they are genuinely loving to Chukwu. They're only seeking a way to reach out to Chukwu. They're only seeking a way genuinely to have their prayers answered by Chukwu. But I tell you, the best thing you can do for yourself is to sort Chukwu by your own self. Gone are the days when you look for people to help you to find Chukwu. Gone are the days when you look for a helper to help you to connect to Chukwu. No. Chukwu has given you and I an express correction to him. You don't need any middleman anymore. You do not need any middle person to stand in gap for you. No. You have every right to define the way you relate with Chukwu Okike, to sort his face by your own self. Ask him. Make your demand. He is going to answer you. He's going to answer you. Stop putting your hope, idolizing human being as God. There are so many of us today who believe that their own prayer cannot even be answered. There are so many of us who believe that until someone somewhere prays for him or her before the prayer can be answered. Are you not foolish? Some of you believe that your prayer cannot be answered until you go to church. That is arrant nonsense. When your Bible have told you that a time will come when you will no longer pray in the synagogues. The same Bible tells you that a time is going to come when you will not longer pray in the synagogue. And we always say, no, season doesn't have prayer. Pray every time. Pray without season. That is all these are in the Bible. Pray without season. But you see some people who make it that it is until they go to their church before they can pray. Until they go to their mosque before they pray. Until they go to their shrine before they can pray.
Until you set up some kind of shrine, set up some kind of idol before you can pray. When we know, we, the Biafran people, have direct connection to Chukwukabe. We are his firstborn. The kind of right we have in Chukwukabe, no other tribe have it. The right we have with Chukwukabe, no other tribe has it. No other tribe has the right we have in Chukwukabe. We can claim sonship and daughtership in Chukwukabe, and that is what we are. The same grace our brothers, the Jewish brothers, have is the same grace that we have. That is the grace we have. Until you begin to identify yourself and realize this grace, you keep on wasting your time and energy. You keep on wasting your effort. You keep on throwing things that belong to you to the dogs. Every single one of us as Biafrans have to realize that we have express connection to Chukwukabe. If you don't know that now. That is why everything that is around us represents Chukwukabe. Every single thing that is around us. There is no family in Biafra land that you will not see names that we continue to remind you every minute of the day about Chukwukabe. Either in your own name directly, in your surname, in your mother's name, in your brother's name, in your sister's name, you will see a glorification of Chukwukabe on daily basis. That should ring a bell in your head that you have a direct contact. Why are you now waiting for someone else to speak on your behalf? Why are you now giving to someone else your own responsibility? Things that you can do for yourself, you're giving to someone else. Why are you waiting for approval from someone else who doesn't even have the permission? Only Chukwukabe has the approval, and he has given you that approval of sonship, of daughtership, to make your request directly to him without listening to anybody. This message is deep. In this platform, I do not call people's name. I don't. But when I am speaking, you don't just obey people because of their title. They have used so many words you see in the Bible to support evil. They have used so many words in the Bible to threaten, even when it doesn't have anything to do with you. They use it to threaten you. Words that doesn't have anything to do with you, they use it to threaten you. Because you don't know whom you are. If you know whom you are, the words in the Bible are not a threat. They don't threaten. They are not to threaten you. They are facts that if you apply correctly, it will work for you. Test every single spirit. Test every spirit. And that you are holy today doesn't mean that you might fall out tomorrow. You can fall out tomorrow. We saw great men who fell out. Great men who did wonders in the scripture, but they fell out. The glory of Chukwukabe will depart from them. The glory can depart from you, even without you knowing. You will still be boasting and be carrying your shoulder up, thinking that the glory is there, but the glory is gone. Then it's left for those of us watching, those of us who are observing, to know that no, the glory have left him. For him to come out and begin to support evil all of a sudden. How is it that of all the people in the world, the worst person, a criminal, a murderer, somebody who came out from death row, a condemned criminal, unrepentant one at that, who has continued to murder his own people, who has come openly to claim to murder his own people, that he's going to use jets to bomb his own people. And yet, somebody who calls himself a child of God will wake up and begin to support that evil. You wake up in broad daylight, you threaten people to join you in the support of such evil. God forbid. May Chukwukabe have mercy on you. And the earlier you retrace your step, the better. The earlier you retrace your step, the better. Because we cannot be cajoled or confused. Every one of us as Biafrans, we are first-class children of Chukwukabe. We are not servants. We are sons and daughters of Chukwukabe. And once you deviate, we will identify you and we give you your seat. until when you come back to your senses. I urge every Biafran to put their head down, test every spirit. If there is nothing you will understand in this very message today, in this sermon this morning, if you don't understand anything, understand that you should test every spirit. There's somebody telling you, "Oh, hey, Biafra." It is not everybody that shout, "Oh, hey, Biafra," that is seriously saying it. It is not everybody that put the picture of Mazen Nandekano on their platform really believe in true Mazen Nandekano. It is not everybody that plays the prayer of Mazen Nandekano sincerely believe in Mazen Nandekano. It is not everybody that shout, "Oh, hey, Biafra," that believes in Biafra. When we speak about Biafra, there are people who has Biafra flowing in their vein and their blood. But there are people who are speaking about Biafra as a content to attract others. You and I know today that Biafra itself is a great content. Mentioning Biafra alone, we bring focus on you. The same way the name of Mazen Nandekan, mentioning the name of Mazen Nandekan, he is an icon. The name of Mazen Nandekan is an icon. He's so attractive that when you mention it or use his picture anywhere, it will drag attention. It will create traffic. And some people who are content creators, not genuinely Biafra agitators, they are not. They are content creators, but you see them, they use the name of Mazen Nandekan, they use Biafra flag, they use Biafra, whatever, Biafra, all hey Biafra, all hey Biafra, just to get attention. But genuinely, they are not fighting for freedom. They're not with us. I don't have anything against them. I don't have anything, and I'm not telling them to stop. But people I'm talking to are the genuine Biafrans. Mind who you listen to. Very important. Mind who you listen to. For them, they are doing their own job, creating content, and they are helping us to promote Biafra. Whatever they are doing is helping us to promote the message of Biafra across the world. And so we can't stop them. Whatever they are doing is having an impact to promote Biafra. But you, the listener, the genuine Biafrans, there are certain platforms you must not go. There are certain things you don't listen to. There are certain places you don't pay attention to. We must test every spirit before we obey. When Mazen Nandekano say Biafra is a religion, you know, Mazen Nandekano is somebody who has a spiritual eyes. Some things that Mazen Nandekano say, you will not know the meaning until you are patient to wait until the time comes. There are so many words that Mazen Nandekano use that are so strong that when he says those words, if you are not careful, you begin to wonder, who is this man? If you don't know Mazen Nandekano, there are certain words we use. If you do not follow that word fully and walk from the background where he's coming from, if you just speak the word out of context, you will misunderstand Mazen Nandekano. That is why sometime I engaged somebody who was telling me that why he doesn't like Mazen Nandekano is that because Mazen Nandekano hates Christians, and I laughed. He said that Mazen Nandekano hates Christians. Mazen Nandekano hates Christianity. That is why he doesn't like it. And I say, who? He said Mazen Nandekano. And the argument was bringing that when Mazen Nandekano said that anybody that goes to church will go to hell. He picked that word out of context, that anybody that goes to church will go to hell. That was why the person said he hates Mazen Nandekano. But go and watch the full message and the situation surrounding that time that Mazen Nandekano made that very comment. You now understand why he said what he said. If you pick the word of Mazen Nandekano out of context, you will miss to hell. But when you listen to it in a whole, you begin to understand why he said what he said, the situation surrounding the moment at which he said that. Mazen Nandekano is one of the people who loves Christianity. Mazen Nandekano hold Christ to high esteem, Yeshua. Mazen Nandekano hold Yeshua to high esteem. You have seen Mazen Nandekano most of the time recite our Lord's Prayer. Who taught us our Lord's Prayer? It is Yeshua that taught us our Lord's Prayer. Mazen Nandekan used our Lord's Prayer in so many of his broadcasts. And somebody will come out and tell me that Mazen Nandekan hates Christians, or he doesn't want Christianity because of a certain statement that was made. What Mazen Nandekan was attacking there is the attitude of human being who has taken over Christianity in the Zoological Republic. The attitude of the people that have hijacked Christianity, that attitude is what Mazen Nandekan was attacking on that broadcast when he said, if you go to their churches, that you go to hell. And it is true. It is true. What kind of anointing are you going to get from somebody who is supporting evil? What sort of anointing or grace are you going to get with an evil doer? Anytime they lay hand upon you, they are laying curse. There's no grace in them. It's the absolute truth. Anytime you go to an evil doer who claims to be a general overseer, a pastor, or whatever title they give to themselves, including native doctors and imam and shrines, anytime you go to anyone that is not genuine and they lay hand upon you, that is your end. They will only destroy your grace. They can't give you any grace. That was why Mazen Nandekan was making that. It's not that Mazen Nandekan hate Christianity. It's not. Mazen Nandekan never hated Christianity in any way, in any manner. But the method, the attitude on how people play it and the way they go about it is what he was attacking. Calling our attention to certain issues on things that are happening. And it's all bounds on this testing of the spirit. Because of the love Biafrans have for Chukwu Okike. Some of us don't even care anymore to look through and test the spirit and see, is it the same Chukwu Okike that we glorify in our names that these people are calling, or different one? Find out. Find out. Before you begin to believe, find out, is it the same Chukwu Okike that you and I know they are calling, or a different one? The Biafra we are fighting for is a place where Chukwu Okike will be worshipped in truth and in spirit. A place where Chukwu Okike will be worshipped genuinely. It does not matter whether you want to worship him in a traditional way. It does not matter whether you want to worship him in a Christian way. It does not matter whether you want to worship him in a Jewish way. It does not matter. But whatever way you have chosen to worship Chukwu Okike, it must be genuine. Make your worship genuine. That is what we are asking. Make it genuine. Make it genuine. Some of us claim to be Christians. You want to worship in a Christian way, but looking at you completely, there is nothing that looks resemblance of Christ in you. Christianity is a lifestyle of Christ, right? That is what it is. That is simply meaning of Christianity. A Christ-like life. That is what Christianity means. Having the same life with Yeshua. Anybody that's living the same life of Yeshua is a Christian. So even if you are a Hindu, even if you are a traditionalist, even if you are a Jewish, and you are living the lifestyle of Yeshua, automatically you are a Christian. But there are people who claim that name Christianity. Where are you? In which religion you say Christianity? But when you look at him from head to toe, everything about him does not resemble Yeshua at all. His attitude does not come close to anything Yeshua. It doesn't come close. There are so many people like that. They claim heaven and earth, but when you look at them, you see that they don't have any resemblance of Yeshua. And I will tell you, nobody in the zoo is much more Christian than Mazen Nandekan. Nobody in Nigeria has a Christ-like life like Mazen Nandekan. If you want to have an example of a Christian, I will point to Mazen Nandekan as a true example of a Christian. He is the one that had a resemblance of the life of Yeshua. Except you don't know what Christianity is. You think it's a society. This is a Christ. If you have the lifestyle of Yeshua, the lifestyle of that man, that is it. The lifestyle of Yeshua. That what makes you a Christian. So even if you are a traditionalist, If you for a traditionalist and you are genuine, you have Yeshua lifestyle, you're on the right path. You're on the right path. That name Christianity never existed when Christ was around. It was people around, people who were around watching. People who gathered around, who were watching when they were praying, that were people, they gave them that name. It wasn't Christ that called them Christian. Christ himself, Yeshua himself, did not tell anybody to answer Christian. He didn't. People who were around, who saw people who were following him, the way they behaved is the same way Yeshua was behaving. That was why they gave him that name. It is not Yeshua that gave the name. So the name borders on your attitude. If you have a good attitude of, it doesn't matter under which cover you are, and you have a genuine attitude of peace, attitude of love, attitude of truth. You don't covet things from your neighbors. You don't swear your brother Imi. You are not Osuimi informant. You are not an informant. If you are not an informant, you are not an Osuimi. You are not an envious and jealous person. You are not a wicked man. You are on the right path. You are absolutely on the right path. It is not about being Christian. Some say, you see some people, they talk about traditionalists. When you see somebody, they talk about tradition, go back to tradition, go back to tradition. Let us go back to tradition. Ask them, what tradition are they want to go back to? Some of them don't even know what they're talking about. Some people that want us to go back to ancient tradition, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. And I ask them, have we ever departed from the tradition? We never departed from the tradition. We never departed from the tradition that we know. Nobody has departed. No Biafran has departed from tradition. Except you want to introduce some evil agendas into it. That is where people begin to disengage themselves. But when you talk of the tradition, our tradition remains the same, unchanging. When you tell me about tradition, I will first of all ask you, what tradition are you referring to? Which of those traditions are you telling me that we have left? Every one of us is a tradition. There is nothing absolutely wrong in praying in a traditional way. Nothing. But when you introduce a strange God, which Chukwu himself does not permit, I will walk away from you. You don't. That is why Mazen Nandekan, each time he says, Mazen Nandekan, each time in every of his books, he says, I do not worship idol. Mazen Nandekan doesn't hide it. That is why he's exceptional. Mazen Nandekan, go and listen in his program, his prayers. He says, I do not worship idol. He doesn't. And if you want to bring idol worship and tell me it's tradition, you're on your own. I'm not part of that tradition. I support every tradition of the Biafra. And none of us have run away from it. The kind of name we bear, the way we get married, our traditional circumcision, so many other things, our market days, they are still there. The days we go to market, the day we observe our traditions on so many things we do. But whenever you introduce fetish things that are dangerous to life or taking life, no, you're out of line. That's not tradition. It's just like people today who bring Iwog, making charm, destructive charms. You call it tradition. It's not tradition. You see them on different platforms. On traditional, they call themselves traditionalists. They will be the one to tell you, oh, let us go back to tradition. Let us go back to tradition. There's one that is so funny. I don't like talking about these issues, but there is one that is so funny that is when I see their life. When you go to social media today, you see people advertising themselves as Obanje. You will see people advertising themselves as Obanje. Some call themselves digital Obanje. Very funny. From the time I was born up to this minute, I know that Obanje is something that is evil. Any family that has a child that has Obanje, they will begin to run helter-skelter to make sure that nothing leaves that child. It is not something to be proud of. It is not something to welcome in your life. But today, you go online, you see people advertising Obanje as a tradition. You will see people advertising evil spirit, Obanje that we know to be evil. Even Akoko, some of us that know false tales that they tell us in Akoko when we are small, they were telling us. Every story about Obanje is mysterious, evil. disturbing, destroying families and causing confusion. It is something bad that nobody wants to welcome it in his or her family. But today, you go online, you see people advertising it and they call it tradition. You see people luring their brothers and sisters into it and they call it tradition. And such a person will open mouth and tell me, let us go back to tradition. And ask me, what tradition you want to go back to? Every one of us know what our tradition says and what we do traditionally. In our traditional prayer, our prayers is to Chukwu Okike Abiyama. Chukwu Okike Abiyama. That is who we revere and pray to. It does not matter whether you use your chalk to make your incantation, draw your chalk. It's tradition. You use your chalk and draw and call Chukwu Okike Abiyama to prayer. Invite the presence of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. In the method you want. A Christian can decide to go to the church, kneel down, raise up his hands, and call on Chukwu Okike Abiyama. A traditionalist who can be able to use any other thing you want to use. Don't put your faith in it and then make your prayers. But you see people advertising wickedness and falsehood as tradition. Even in the now war of woman, dangerous charm, all those people who make charm to destroy lives and properties, they tell it's tradition. They hide under the cover of tradition. We go back to tradition. You go back to tradition and you are destroying lives. You want to hide under that cover. Every one of us must be prepared and ready to test every spirit. Test every spirit. Don't just talk because people are talking. Don't just follow because people are following. You must be able to stand on your own. Chukwu Okike Abiyama gave us an express and open ticket to him. We the Biafran people more especially, we have an express invitation to Chukwu Okike Abiyama. All you need to do is to pray in the way you understand. Pray in the way you understand, and he will answer you. Don't look for a helper to pray for you. You don't need any pastor to help you to fast or pray for you. No. You don't need any stranger anyway. The one you made for yourself. So many of us, even on our own, we have revelations. You will sleep in your dream. Chukwu Okike will give you revelations on how to pray for yourself. Sometimes he used to use this leaf and that leaf. Use this thing and mix it together. Use this and do it. It's going to work for you. And those are the traditions. You go online, you see people advertising herbs. Herbs. This leaf and this leaf, when you use it, it will cure you. These are the traditions we hold on to. These are some of the traditions we have forgotten that we are supposed to be reminded of. When I see those ones, I'm happy about it. Because we can't be consuming the medicine that white men is mixing together, chalk they mix together and call it medicine. And when you drink their medicine or their tablet, at the same day, it will give you more sickness instead of healing you. But we have our own healing system. When I see those ones online, I share it, and those are the ones we have to be proud of. That is our tradition. Our forefathers in those days, they don't go to hospital. They don't go. The chewing stick they used to brush their teeth is medicine. It is medicine. It makes them strong. The kind of food they eat makes them strong. The vegetable they eat makes them strong. If they have headache, they have a leaf for headache. They have a leaf for sleepless night. If you have insomnia, they have a leaf for it. Any illness you have, they have a leaf for it. Excuse me. Hello? Hello? Sorry for that interruption. So, as I was saying, my beloved brothers and sisters that are watching any place you're watching from, we must remain focused and concentrate on where we are. Do not allow anybody to deceive you. Do not allow anybody to distract you. Do not allow anybody to confuse you. Biafra is our religion. Biafra is a religion. Be proud of whom you are. We are pursuing our freedom, and we must definitely have our freedom. Don't allow anybody to make a choice for you. Today is the time for you to make your own choice. Make your own choice where you want to be, whom you want to worship, where you want to go, how you want to live your life. Make your choice. You have to make your choice because you will be held responsible for every choice you make. Nobody's going to listen to the excuse. You say, oh, it's because of Mr. B that made me to make the choice. Or it's because of the A that made you. Every choice you make in this Biafra restoration, whatever choice you make, you have to face the consequence of your choice. You have to face the consequence of every single choice you make in this struggle. That is why, if you feel you cannot follow up the heat, my brother, my sister, cover your blanket, go and sleep. When Biafra come, join us. If you feel you don't have the capacity to stand the heat, don't go and put yourself in harm's way or begin to be a hindrance, a stumbling block. You don't want to go in, you don't want to go out. We are going to crush you and we walk. We walk on you. We will crush you and walk on top of you so that we can go. It is not mandatory that every one of us will fight for Biafra. It is not. So if you are one of the lily livered who cannot fight for Biafra, don't castigate those who are fighting. Don't distract them. Do not be a distraction. Don't stand in our way. If you do, we're going to run over you. Wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you to be very, very serious. I urge you to prepare for what is coming. We are entering into a very tough stage. Tomorrow is going to be a sit at home. Try to sit at home, obey simple instruction. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Obey simple instruction. Tomorrow is a sit at home. We have said it and time again that the only time sit at home will be lifted is when Mazen Nanekam is freed. Monday sit at home to be precise. Only when Mazen Nanekam is free. Without that, nobody, no man born of a woman can stop it. And if you feel you are that person that will stop it, come out. Gone are the days when the Biafran Liberation Army are invisible. They are now visible, right? The Biafran Liberation Army, they are visible. And they are visible for a reason. They undertake every operation without minding who you are. Obey simple instruction. The sit at home will commence tomorrow. It is going to be tougher as they go by. It is going to be terrible and tougher than it is before. So be careful. Remember to stay 1 kilometer away from every barrack because that section will be activated very, very soon. It can happen at any minute. 1 kilometer away from every barrack, police barrack, military barrack, naval barrack, anything barrack. Stay 1 kilometer away. If you are a hawker, do not hawk at the checkpoints. These messages are so important that if it is not affecting you directly, any of your brother, your neighbor, your friend that is in this territory that I'm mentioning, tell them they should vacate. Tell them to be careful. You never know when the angel of death is going to come. Don't put yourself in harm's way. If you do, and allow yourself to be used for propaganda, whether propaganda or no propaganda, you can't stop the coming of Biafra. It must come in 2023 to be precise. We are ready to go home. We have waited for too long. We have cried. Nobody listens. We wrote petition. Nobody listens. We protested. Nobody listened. We've done everything humanly possible. Nobody listened. And now we have taken our feet in our hand to defend our territory by all means humanly possible. And that is what we are doing. Self-defense to the highest level. No man can stop it. The only thing you can do for yourself now is to do the right thing at the right time. Be at the right place at the right time. And you will find yourself in Biafra. If you don't, I'm sorry, you might not make it to Biafra. It is my heart, it is my wish that every one of us that have gone this far, every one of us that is alive today, it is my wish that every one of us will be around and raise the flag of Biafra. I never wish death for any of my brothers or sisters, not even my enemies. I don't wish death for anybody. Regardless your race, your tribe, your location, your religion, I don't wish death for anybody. But for those who are wishing us death, death is going to be their portion. Those who have prepared themselves to take our life, they will take theirs. Those who are wishing us evil, evil shall be their portion. That is where we stand. I appreciate everyone that has connected this platform. Please, if you have not shared this very broadcast, I beg you in the name of Chukwu, like and share. If you have not shared, like and share. And I'm going to give another time, about 5 minutes or so. If nobody is coming in to make a contribution, I will end the program. Click the link. Click the link, come in. Even if it is prayer, today is Sunday. We have so many Christians here. Come out and pray for Biafra. Pray for Mazen Nandekano. Pray for our Prime Minister. Pray for the struggle. Pray for our Liberation Army. Pray for anybody. Pray for the Biafran restoration. Let somebody use that link. All you have to do is to click that link. If you want us to see your face, fine. If you don't want to show your face, there's no problem. Just cover your camera and you say your prayers. I expect someone to come online and join me to say this prayer to Biafran people before we leave. But if I wait and nobody is clicking the link, I will end the program and we call it a day, to meet again tomorrow by the special grace of God, or in the evening on Facebook. It is a day, Sunday, that our brothers and sisters who are Christians go to worship. I know that so many of them are already in the church now. But for those who were not able to make it to the church and they're here watching, you can say that your prayer here. We are worshiping here as Biafrans. I am a Christian, but I am first of all a Biafran before I worship as a Christian. I go to church. I've gone to my own church today and come back before I began to pray and anchor this program to give the sermon of Biafra, which is my first religion. So feel free to click that link. Click that link, share the video, click like. If you have not liked this broadcast, please, I beg you in the name of Chukwukama, click like and share, so that we can reach to as many people as possible. We can't do this alone. Without you, we cannot be able to do this radical evangelism properly. It is very important that we engage in this radical evangelism. That is the assignment that our Prime Minister has given us long ago. We must not forget that assignment, to continue to evangelize. The evangelism is very important, so that everybody will hear our voice and know what we stand for. Very important. I appreciate every one of you that has connected to this very program today. It is Sunday. This is my first time of holding a morning program on Sunday. My Sunday sermon is always on, I always do my Sunday sermon on my Facebook page. On that Facebook page, and it's always in the evening. But today, I had to do this morning broadcast here. And thank Chukwu that many of you were able to connect. And I pray that Chukwu, who gave you that opportunity to be in this broadcast today, will make use of the word you have had. If there is something I have spoken about that you are not clear of, you can ask your question. And you must not agree with everything I say. That is one funny thing. You must not agree with everything I say. You have to apply your own common sense. Make your verification. If you found out that what I'm saying is the truth, take it and make use of it. If you feel what I'm telling you is rubbish, throw it to the dustbin. Don't worry about that. Don't bother yourself. It's not good. Nobody is going to tie something on your neck and say you must obey everything I say. No. I'm just a servant, serving the Biafran people. I'm speaking my own mind. And this is my opinion, my personal opinion, my candid opinion. So if you feel my opinion is useless, feel free to throw it to the dustbin and do what you feel is right for you, because you'll be responsible for your action. I will be responsible for my own action. That is how it works. I appreciate everyone that has connected to this program. If you are watching from Biafra land, my special thanks goes to you. May Chukwu guide and protect you. I pray that Chukwu will guide and protect every Biafran across the world, more especially people in Biafra land. No evil shall befall you. No evil shall befall you. No evil shall befall you. Every plan of the enemies against us Biafrans, wherever they gather in their secret places to make plans against us, they will never succeed. Whatever trap they lay for us, it will catch themselves. Every evil plan they make against the Biafran people, everything they are planning against us, wherever they plan it in Asorok, in anywhere, they will never succeed. They will never ever succeed. As many as are seeking to take our life, they will take their own life. I pray that Chukwu will guide and protect the ESN, the Biafran Liberation Army that are fighting for us day and night. The BNL. May Chukwu come again and protect the strike force, the Black Marine that are fighting for us on a daily basis. May Chukwu come and guide and protect all the forces that are fighting for Biafra. May Chukwu build a wall of fire around them. No weapon shall penetrate them. No attack of the enemy against them shall succeed. I pray and I pray and I pray. I commit every Median warrior before Chukwu Kabiama, every Median warrior that is standing for the Biafra Republic of in exile. May Chukwu Kabiama guide and protect them and their families. I commit every member of the cabinet of Biafra Republic of exile into the hand of Chukwu Kabiama for divine protection, for divine wisdom. May Chukwu grant them wisdom to take the right decision at the right time. May Chukwu give them the wisdom to speak the right thing at the right time. Wisdom, let it be their portion. I pray for our Prime Minister, Master Simon Epa, for divine protection. May Chukwu guide and protect him. He's going out and coming in. He will never dash his foot against a stone. Every pit they have dug for him, they will fall into it. Every hole they dug, he will jump it. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. I pray for our Prime Minister for divine wisdom. May Chukwu give him wisdom to take the right decision at all times. Every infiltration that will come to him, any confusion that the enemy is planning towards him, it will never work. It will never survive. Whatever plan the enemies, the evil ones are doing to penetrate him and set confusion in him, may Chukwu destroy such plan. More strength, more wisdom, more knowledge, more understanding, more especially more revelation, discerning spirit. May Chukwu give him that discerning spirit to discern the information that are coming and know which to use and which not to use. That discerning spirit to be able to identify wrong and right. May Chukwu give it to him. Show him the path of salvation. Show him the path of freedom. Show him that way which we will follow and we'll get to our destination. I pray that Chukwu will continue to grant him wisdom. Grant him wisdom. Grant him wisdom. Secure him. Build a wall of fire around him. No weapon of the enemy that is coming, spiritual and physical, we have over him. I pray for Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekan. I commit Mazen Nandekan in the hand of Chukwu for divine protection. Wherever Mazen Nandekan is at this minute, I commit him into the hand of Chukwu for protection. May he be protected. Protect him from the hands of the enemies. Protect him from the hand of the evil one. Every evil plan they have made against Mazen Nandekano, we tear it down in the name of Chukwu Kabiam. Whatever plan they have made against him, every poison they have injected in the body of Mazen Nandekano, every infections in the body of Mazen Nandekano, today we decree, may Chukwu Kabiam release doctors this night. Let them begin to minister to Mazen Nandekano. Wherever he may be, let doctors be released spiritually to minister to him. Every ill health in him, everything that is not right in his health, everything that is not right in his body, may he be corrected. We pray that Chukwu Kabiama will continue to guide and protect Mazen Nandekano. Give him long life in the land of living. Continue to strengthen him. Most importantly, give him revelations. More clearer revelations to let him know that yes, we are standing with him 101%. Let the revelation continue to come to him and show him what is happening. Clear and divine revelation to Mazen Nandekano. That is what I pray for. May those revelations come, because those revelations will strengthen him. Those revelations will give him life. Those revelations will make him know that we are with him. They are planning to break him down by all means possible. They have tried and they are failing. They will continue to fail. They can never break him down. Revelations from Chukwu Kabiama will strengthen him and let him know that yes, his legacy lives on. We are going to celebrate him in his lifetime. No evil shall befall him. 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 I appreciate every one of you that is watching this program, wherever you're watching from, and the people that are going to watch it to come. Wherever you're watching from, I pray for divine protection. Whatever you're going to lay your hand in this new week will succeed. I also pray for everyone that have participated in the fundraising yesterday. There was a fundraising that was done. If you participated in that fundraising, may Chukwu Kabiama replenish you in 1,000-fold. Whatever you have donated in that fundraising, you are going to get it in 1,000-fold. And if you have not yet donated, there is still time. There is still time. Just go to the link, follow the link, and make your donation. Yesterday was fundraising. Everyone that came to that fundraising, may Chukwu replenish your pocket. May Chukwu surprise you with blessings in this new week. And those who are yet to donate, please do go there and donate. And Chukwu will also bless you likewise. May Chukwu provide for every one of us and give us that grace and wisdom to donate to the freedom of our office people. I appreciate everyone who has been here. I pray that this week will be a week of victory for us. Tomorrow is Monday, sit at home. We are going to be victorious as always tomorrow. None of us shall be a victim and sit at home. None of us shall be a victim of any attack from the enemies. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafrans shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazi Nandekan shall prosper. Thank you so much for watching this program, wherever you're watching from, and stay blessed. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Thank you so much for watching. See you again in the evening on Chooks for Survival page on Facebook. Or tomorrow, same time, we'll see you here. Thank you and stay safe. Bye-bye.